Um, shoot. Wait. Let me just. Oh, okay. Thank God. That's the. Okay. Hey everyone, Pesmori here, and welcome to Trials of Innocence. Alright, let's start with Chapter 1. The Prelude. Deathbound Spectre. Just in case you had doubts. Okay. Oh.
什么？
What?
哎，这里是法院吗？
哎，马上就要开庭了，让你在旁边闭目养养神，你突然鬼喊鬼叫个啥呢？
龙叔，因为这是个关于凶宅闹鬼的案子，我又实在接得太急，昨天看了一整晚的材料，结果果然刚一闭眼就开始做乱七八糟的怪梦了。
哎呀，你这个样子，真的没问题吗？今天可是你作为律师的第一次出庭啊。
没问题，的吧？
First time for everything.
真是服了你了。
Well, since it's voice acting, I don't need to, like, narrate it. Drake and Thomas. So there's a Thomas, huh? Wait a minute, this is dialogue, right? Where's the voice? Okay, so I guess it's voice acting sometimes. I guess I'll fill in the blanks, I guess. The most important thing right now is to communicate with your client. After all, this is a murder case. But you only received the case last night and rushed to court this morning. There must be many details you haven't confirmed yet. Yeah, this defense is completely unplanned, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed.
咱们先去找你的委托人吧。我记得，对方好像是你大学时的师姐来着。
And it's back? What?
没错，就是小梅我了。
Oh, hi.
呀，小同学，这里就是传说中的法庭呀，并不像想象中那么阴森嘛。我还是第一次当被告呢，居然还有沙发可以坐，我还以为要带着枷锁蹲在囚车里呢。
I hope it's your last time, okay? If I see a sequel to the game, and if I see you also being accused of murder in the sequel, then you might need to stay in jail for your own safety.
居然每个地方都有法警把守，呀，好兴奋！
那边那个正在撒欢的人，就是你的委托人？
当了被告进法庭还这样，确实是他会做出来的事。
This seemingly unnervous person is my senior from college, Plum Swift. After graduation, she worked at a law office for only a short time before transitioning to become a detective novelist. Why? A passion? Although it's hard to believe, her works are said to be quite popular. Just before getting off work last night, I received a call from her, saying she's been arrested on suspicion of murder. Due to the urgency, she had no choice but to entrust me, the lawyer with whom she has the closest relationship. She may be unreliable, but I know she wouldn't go as far as committing murder. Today, I'll have to find out the truth and help her clear her name. Hopefully. No time for small talk. Yeah, see? No voices this time. For some reason. Plum, quick! Tell me more details about the case. Huh? I told you everything in the meeting room yesterday. Why ask again? We barely had a chance to talk before the detention center closed. He only showed me some video screenshots. Wow, wasn't that super exciting? Yeah, if I hadn't seen those things, I wouldn't have had that nightmare just now. I would have liked to see it. I have already collected those screenshots as evidence. Let's focus on the case now. After all, during our meeting yesterday... Oh, okay, we can save. Good. Button prompts. Show, refute. Oh, hide UI? What does that mean? Oh. Like that. Why would you want to hide the UI? All I remember is that shocking line, I was dressed as an evil god and I got arrested. You didn't give me anything else useful. Wow, when it comes to the case, I'm currently planning a new detective novel. Hey, one thing at a time. It's normal to dress a bit weird for collecting materials, isn't it? But who knew someone would die as soon as I arrived, making it perfectly normal for me to be arrested as a suspect, right? Don't they have CCTV there? I guess not. I don't think either of them is normal. Is this person really your senior? She doesn't seem like someone who studied law at all. I'm collecting thumbnail material. Might as well use that end button. The two sisters are reflecting in the mirror, and are reflections in a mirror, indistinguishable from each other, and even modern technology can't tell them apart. They appear like shadows in the night, ready to push the incoming detective into an endless abyss. Plum, your novel is becoming more and more fantastical. Is this still a detective story? I don't know, sounds like it's more arcane than anything, I don't know. Wow, doesn't it resemble the exploring science show we used to watch together? Like Bill Nye the Science Guy? ASAP Science? You know, while it was still good? I think I've heard of a similar case. Are you really supporting such outrageous content? It's okay, Luna. I've already gathered some information before you arrived. Thanks. It's said that the prosecutor you're facing today just got their license half a month ago. Feeling a bit easier now? Well, I heard about that too. It's good news for you. Huh, so today's trial is a showdown between rookies? That gives me a bit of confidence. Yep, that's the spirit. Look, I've even arranged some reporters to cover your debut. What? No wonder there are so many people outside with cameras. So you're the one who called them here, Plum. If I lose, my career will hit rock bottom right after the debut. Okay, good. Wait a minute. Shh, I'm the one doing the case. Don't worry, this case will be a breeze for you. After all, I'm innocent. I just pushed the victim off and he happened to die. What? What? You're the thing that in the video that pushed the victim down? The destined showdown is about to begin, with the rookie lawyer pitted against the prosecutor in a thrilling courtroom clash. Wow, how's that line? Well, wait a minute, what you just said? You didn't mention it at all yesterday! Huh? I didn't. Maybe I forgot. The court's about to begin in 1 minute. Defense, defendant, get the hell inside. We have no time left. Wow. Anyway, I definitely didn't do it. So relax. Good luck. I'm going in now. Well, what a unique client. You're telling me, bro. That's a nice watch. Why do you have goggles? Time's almost up. Take the few pieces of evidence we have and get ready. Okay. Plum's attitude is always different from ordinary people. I can only rely on the few items on hand. Just in case, I can browse through the exhibit in the top right corner. In the top right corner of what? Your schizophrenia? Your hallucinations? Top right of what? At this point, it's all or nothing. Come on, for me, and for Plum. It contains detailed records of information. You can review the evidence list anytime during the trial if questions arise. Oh. Okay, yeah. Press the top left button to open the menu, view dialogue, save load games, and adjust settings. Enjoy your game! Okay. Okay, let me Okay, never mind. Don't let me.
那么，关于被告人熊小梅涉嫌杀人一案的审理，现在开庭。
The mouse wasn't even moving anymore at the time. He's not as wrinkly. I wish he had more wrinkles so I could dunk on his age.
辩护方那个已经准备就绪。
Do I need to censor that? I don't think they're blinking properly, right? Okay, nah, they're blinking properly. Is that a dragon cane? Ah, it's a dragon cane. Okay.
老夫想想，哎呀，一般应该怎么说来着？检控方已经准备好了，应该是这样吧。
Please don't tell me that's the prosecutor. Please don't tell me that's the prosecutor. He has more wrinkles Then the judge, please don't tell me that's the prosecutor, please. Huh? Isn't the prosecutor today a rookie who just got qualified half a month ago? How come it's a man as old as my grandpa? Oh, well, I did get qualified half a month ago. Before that, I was doing some odd jobs in court. Congratulations, bro. Finally got qualified now, you know? How to put it? You're never too old to learn. Could this be one of those stories where a janitor at the courtroom finally gets qualified after years of hard work? Hey, I love those kinds of stories. They give me hope, you know? So shut up. Even an old man has to appear in court. Maybe they are really short on staff. Just think of it that way. Has the procuratorate, is that a real word? Has the whatever, really fall into such a state? Anyway, focus on the trial now. Well then, it's Miss Ray and Prosecutor Hush, right? Oh yes, that's right. I'm Prosecutor Hush. Ahem. So both the prosecution and defense today are newcomers to the field. Whether the defendant in this case is guilty or not will largely depend on your performance. So please, do your best. I will. Let's get straight to the point, Your Honor. Very well. It seems that both of you are ready. Please proceed with the case summary. What? Prosecution? Me? Oh, dear God. I'm trying to recall it. Okay. You interrupted my thoughts, Your Honor. Oh, I've forgotten everything. Fire him. Sorry about that. So, what are you going to do now? Don't apologize. At least don't apologize. Just wait. Oh, I remember. I remember now. Oh, you remember? This case, obviously, is a murder by poisoning. It happened on the cruise ship and the defendant is a lawyer surnamed Drake. So it's a case like that. What? Chief, it seems to think that you're the defendant in this case. I'm standing far from the center. Even if he got the person wrong, he would think you're the defendant. That's not the point. Is there something wrong with what I said? Yes, there isn't a single part of your statement that's correct. What should I do? Can this grandpa prosecutor really make it? Well. That prosecutor has turned the opening into a mess. This won't do. But we can use this chance to impress the judge. Since the prosecutor is unreliable, use your speech to steer the trial back on track. Just in case. Oh, she's smiling. I'll give it a try then. After all, I've seen the trial procurement many times. What should I say now is... Oh!
Objection!
Jeez. Hey, the table slamming's a bit unnecessary, bro. Calm down. The prosecution statement seems to partly deviate from the facts. So, regarding the defendant and the details of the case, please allow the defense to make corrections. Objection sustained. Defense, you may go ahead. First, as you said in the opening, we're here today to try a murder case. My client, the defendant, Plum Swift, is suspected of killing Pine Camel, a ghost hunt live streamer. Huh. So he's a ghost hunter, huh? What kind of subtle foreshadowing is that? Like, he went from investigating ghosts to becoming one of them. That's quite sad, to be honest. And funny in a cosmic sense, I guess. Is that correct? What you said finally matches the information I have. I can understand live stream, but what is ghost hunt live stream? The ghost hunt live stream is a popular format in Japan, South Korea, and South Korea, similar to ruin exploration. Honestly, I only know of it because of Nuke's top 5. Even though he does lists of top 10. But yeah, I love his videos. Good to watch if I don't feel like sleeping. Just to not sleep, because I'm scared. These streamers explore eerie places to capture supernatural events, so it's called a ghost hunt live stream. In recent years, with the development of major video platforms like Twitch and Bilibili, there have been many people live streaming ghost hunts. Oh yeah, Facebook. I forgot Facebook is a popular live streaming platform for ghost hunters for some reason. Especially the Chinese ones. Actually, Southeast Asian ones as well. I don't know why. It's pretty funny. But the Arabic ones are the best. Here is a poster for this ghost hunt streamer. The drawing depicts his appearance during the live stream. I think I've seen this poster before. It was posted by the victim not long ago. Oh, okay. I think I might need to decrease the volume of the sound effects. That was a bit... Okay, let me check it out. Okay. My lawyer's license obtained not long ago after numerous exams. Must keep it safe. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Time of death between 3:30 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. on August 8th. Cause: skull fracture. There were also extensive bruises on the victim's back, consistent with characteristics of a fall. Seriously, Video recorded by the victim's phone at about 4:57 on the day of the incident, showing the moment where Plum Swift pushed the victim. Okay. Chief of Drake and Co. Okay, not bad. Pine Camel. Whatever. This can wait. I still don't quite understand, but to simply put, it's just a group of people seeking trouble by exploring risky places, right? You can say that about cave diving. It's not entirely wrong. As for the crime scene in this case, it's a high-end Chinese-style residential community. What was that subtle hesitation just now? Did you forget the name of the community? You read my mind, Chief. I took on this case in a rush and the awkward name is just hard to remember. No need. If you need to confirm any information, remember you can check the exhibit for help. Right. Just click on the... Again, are you like hallucinating all this? Maybe. The name of the community where the incident occurred should be in there. I need to hurry and continue my statement. I already read it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll just give a brief scan. Frail, timid young man, live streamer. Okay. Discovered dead. Sinister manor, murder house. Best-selling detective novelist. Frequently involved in incidents due to being sussy. Okay, that's nice. An old man who is a rookie as well, apparently. Who knows why he must come here to experience trials at his age. Okay, vulnerable, experienced judge, serving for the court a long time. Name, age unknown. Okay. The location of the incident in this case is a high-end residential community, and its name is... I forgot. Shivery... I got the power of saves in my hand. Let me just... Oh, Birdie Masons. Stop! Why did you do that? Oh god. Birdie Masons! Calm down. Calm down. What? Murder Mansion? Is there really a community with such a name? I find it weird too, but the community's name matches what was on the victim's promotional poster. That seems to be the case. It looks like the defense is well prepared. Impressive. Hey, you should be prepared too, you know. I'm not feeling cheerful despite your kind words. Now for the next question. I'll ask the defense to help me answer it, please. For example, why was the defendant arrested by the police? You must know the reason, right? It's something the prosecution should know, isn't it? It seems like Professor Hush is seeking help from us. You have to step up and be the good guy. Why do I have to play both the defense and the prosecutor? Hey, later on you had to play the defense and detective apparently. If it's anything like Ace Attorney or Attorney of the Arcane. Why are the detectives always incompetent as fuck in those kinds of games? I don't know. In that case, let the defense present evidence to explain the answer to this question. This is the part where I need to present evidence to the judge. I've seen this many times. Yeah, and you'll see this save screen many times too. I'm sorry, guys. Choose the appropriate exhibit, press present, and that's it. I believe this evidence explains why the defendant was arrested by the police.
That's it.
I have a video record of the victim's live stream before his death. The content is, well, it's hard to describe. Oh? Show me. Huh, isn't this supposed to be a video? Why are all these screenshots and what exactly is in these photos? The live video is very long and contains a lot of repetitive and irrelevant footage. Like 90% of my gameplay videos. So I only took screenshots of the relevant parts. So let me explain it briefly. The time of this screenshot is 4:44 PM, showing the victim exploring the house after entering. Looks like he stumbled. At this moment, the victim appeared to be holding a selfie stick and writing notes at the same time. How? The subsequent footage is all in portrait mode, and the victim had already found a place to set up his phone. Dang, he looks like he's crying for help inside. Then he disappeared in the screen. Then there was no movement for the next few minutes. The next time the victim appeared on the screen was at 4:54 PM, when he exited towards the right side of the frame. You can also see the bruise on the victim's leg caused by the stumble. This is also the last time the victim appeared on the screen. At 4:55 PM, a pink object appeared in the live stream. Yeah, see it? Right here. Yep. Why? I don't know why it's like that, but okay. After entering the room, it hesitated and looked around for a while. It's not until 4:57 that it continued moving forward. Then, accompanied by a falling sound, a blurry shadow fell down, and the shadow was later to be confirmed to be the victim lying dead on the first floor. What was that creature behind? Was there really a ghost haunting this murder house? I can't really completely rule out that possibility, but at least there are no ghosts appearing in this video. None that I can see anyway. You know, usually, like, you know, some of the videos, like in Nuke's top 5, is like, he's like, Nuke goes, "Did you see it?" And then he like has to zoom in into like a specific corner and like either brighten or dim or invert the video to like show like a sliver of subtle movement, which makes me question how people were able to see that in the first place. This pink object is actually an exaggerated mascot costume, and the person in it is my client, Miss Plumswift. And I just knew it minutes before the trial. Huh, then why is she dressed like a squid at the crime scene? I think that thing is called an octopus? Shut your bitch ass up! Whatever. Yeah, wave! Hello, I'm being arrested for murder! How exciting! Whoa! No! It's an ancient god called Cthulhu! Cthulhu! What on earth is that? Oh, you don't want it on Earth, trust me. In a word, the entire sequence of... Wait a minute, that's supposed to be Cthulhu? Great. There's no freaking way that's Cthulhu. That's Cthulhu? Ah, idiot. Okay. The entire sequence of events above was witnessed by all the viewers watching the live stream. I believe that's why the defendant became the prime suspect in this case and was arrested by the police. Am I correct, Your Honor? Yes, I didn't expect the defense to have such a clear grasp of the case details. As if they're trying to directly prove her guilt. No, that's not what I meant. My defense hasn't even started yet. Bitch, I'm doing your job! That man is giving you a thumbs up. Great job. Now you're the prosecutor. If it goes on like this, my mind is going to split. Yes. I might be taking screenshots of it. For, thumbnails. Yes, thumbnail material. Now that both the prosecution and defense are ready, let's proceed. Are you sure the prosecution is ready? You know what? If he's not ready, it's easier for me to win. Well, with just these few exhibits, it's not enough to prove the defendant's guilt. Prosecutor Hush, please summon the witnesses. But wait! The prosecution is still searching for documents! Oh, now, Miss Orchid Falcon is... Oh, now, Miss Orchid Falcon is entering the courtroom. How come you're still searching for documents on site? We took on this case too hastily, without the chance to interview the people involved or investigate the scene. Everyone's words and actions in court, along with the exhibits presented, will be crucial. Pay attention. Got it. Leave it to me. Damn. I mean...
陈姐，依照流程，我得自我介绍吧。
对，忘了，你请。
I think he's gonna get fired after this. Or he's gonna quit. Those are the best case scenarios, okay?
我叫牛美兰，是洗浴庸宅的保安兼管理员。
Where's your voice? So this lady is the first witness I'm going to question today. She looks like a very gentle person.
哎，你不是牛警官吗？那个单枪匹马剿灭600人盗窃团伙的警界传奇呀
That can't be right.
您过奖了，坊间传言总是比真相夸张一点。其实那个团伙只有6个人。
You know, funny thing is, I actually forgot what she said. Oh, okay. Huh. Where did the 100 come from? 100 times? That's not just a bit.
况且我已经不是刑警了，孩子渐渐长大了，就想换一份安全点的工作。
You have a very good husband to deal with, well, you, I guess. Or you must have a very brave husband.
毕竟孩子他爹还在中东战区维和部队服役，我们不希望他在将来同时失去父母。
Oh, he's very brave.
现如今，小区保安才是我的身份，让你见笑了。
I forgot to read that line. I think she said something about them both being heroic models.
哎呀，司法界失去你这样一位人才，真是莫大的损失啊！
Hey, she has a kid, man.
对了，请让老夫补充几句。
Don't.
各位也听到了，证人之前是一名刑警，他还是案件的知情者，具备专业的刑侦知识。检方认为由他来代替老夫说明情况更加合理，怎么样？
没有问题。
You've got the chance to slack off again, huh?
收到，那接下来的时间就交给我了，请各位看看这张现场布局图。
The incident occurred in B2 of Murder Masons. Whatever, I'm gonna say Murder Masons. A duplex with Chinese-style decor and a 2-story structure. Because the last 2 owners of B2 died unexpectedly, it's been rumored as a murder house and has been vacant for a long time. More than 1 victim? But 3? The mansion can be visited with a key obtained through prior application. The victim, Pine Camel, had reserved B2 in advance for a ghost hunt livestream. During the livestream, the audience saw the defendant push him from the 2nd floor to his death and called the police at once. But when the ambulance and police arrived, he was already dead, so the defendant, the only person at the scene, was arrested. I have a question. The 2nd floor doesn't seem very high, yet the victim died on the spot? Indeed. At this height, even I won't have serious injuries if I fell, right? Bruh, I expect you to have serious injuries falling. Like, just tripping over and falling. Like on the same floor. Really? If you really fell, you wouldn't be here anymore. It's not that simple. About that, please take a look at the photo of the scene taken by the police upon arrival. Oh dear God. That looks painful. Dear God. Yes. After the former owner's accidental death, a small amount of antique Chinese furniture was left unattended at the scene. And unfortunately, our victim hit his head on the corner of the altar table during the fall, which led to his death. Hit his head right on the corner. Bad luck. Let me submit these items as evidence. Alright, accepted. I forgot to adjust the volume. There we go. Voice language. The voice language is set to English, but I am not hearing English right now. Okay, a bit better. Wait, what was the first evidence again? Oh, the floor plan. Okay. I must say that this does look like a floor plan. That is the official symbol of a door. Okay. By the way, since you're the administrator of the community, could you give us a brief overview of it? Sure thing. The incident took place in Murder Missions, a closed, high-end community built by a foreign enterprise. And the number of houses directly managed by me in Zone B is very small. What do you mean by small? Specifically, how many are there? 3. There are only 3 in total. Only 3? Yes, only 3 in Zone B. They are all large Chinese-style villas and the community is high-end. As you may know, the density of population is an important measure of the community's high-end status. No matter how high-end it is, there's still a murder house. In addition, the property has a closed management system requiring non-owners like the defendant to register for entry and exit. Therefore, it's relatively easy to trace the personnel involved in this case. I have a report here for your reference. Huh. Okay, let me check it out. Okay. Plum Swift. Weirdo. Okay. Orchid Falcon, Off Duty. Wait, who is Bamboo Deer? Wait, is this guy Bamboo Deer? No, his name's Pine Camel. Okay. Looks like we're gonna see this Bamboo Deer later on. Having a lot more pieces of evidence all of a sudden, I'm a bit lost now. Don't worry, apart from collecting evidence, we can also hear the testimony. Through the testimony of the witness, we can gather more information about the case. Once the witness starts testifying, the significance of each exhibit may change based on their statements. Right, I almost forgot. If I were to help Plum clear her name, I need to find evidence that proves she's not the murderer. Oh please, it's not that simple. You have to not only prove that she's not the murderer, you have to prove that someone else is the murderer. For some reason. Witness, based on the current evidence, is the defendant really the only person who had the opportunity to commit the crime? Can you provide more detailed explanations about this? Sure, Your Honor. Please allow me to report on the... Wait, what? Your Honor? Please allow me to report on the reasons for the defendant's arrest. Alright, please proceed. Oh my god, it's the gavel. Finally. I gotta say, it is pretty good. At 4:50, the defendant, dressed in a bizarre outfit, walked into Zone B of the community, and we crossed paths. Shortly after the defendant got in, the police arrived. As a security guard and former police officer, I accompanied them at once. We climbed the external stairs of B2, broke the door, found the defendant tied up on the second floor and the body on the first. Per the autopsy, the victim died when the defendant pushed him from the second floor, causing his head to hit the altar corner. Wait, is that true? Based on the condition of the scene, it can be deduced that no one tampered with the area after the victim was pushed off. During the on-site interrogation, the defendant also admitted to pushing someone off, so we arrested her on the spot, dumbass. Indeed, the logic is clear and flawless. Thanks to the professional detective, I suddenly see the light. Don't go towards it. Things I didn't remember, all came back to me. So after hearing this testimony, does the defense have any thoughts? Leaving all the important things to others, are you playing the sidekick in a skit? I might be. What? I have 2 questions. First, the bizarre outfit you mentioned is this one. Of course it is. What a masterpiece! Huh? The defendant walked into Zone B dressed like that in the afternoon? First, I saw a strange creature moving towards her from afar, then trying to break into the community. Without hesitation, I intercepted that thing and realized it was a human wearing a strange mascot costume. If she hadn't been making a fuss there, I would have taken out a tranquilizer gun for animals. But even equipped with that kind of thing? It took a lot of effort for me and the investigation officers to strip this costume off the defendant. Custom made with a 360 degree mesh structure on the head. Wouldn't. Hey, you guys gotta fix that. Or try to anyway. Obstruct the insider's vision. Click to view details. Okay. Okay, it's just the same. Okay. That outfit seems to have something strange on it. I'll examine it closely later. It does? Oh, is it this thing? Or is it this thing? This thing? Probably this thing. I get that part. Another question. So what the witness said is true, is there a possibility that the defendant accidentally pushed the victim? This would significantly affect the nature of the case. If we admit that the defendant accidentally pushed the victim and it led to his death, it's admitting she's the murderer. Of course, the charge of negligent homicide is much lighter compared to intentional homicide when it comes to conviction. Plum entrusted me with a non-guilty defense. I can't back down on this issue. Anyway, the defense has the right to question the witness. Please allow me to question the testimony first. No problem. I've reviewed the procedure on my way to the court. First, ask the witness for more details to gather information. If I find any contradiction between the testimony and the evidence I have, it's time to present it. I need to precisely present the exhibit that contradicts the specific statement in the testimony. The witness seems sharp and focused. Questioning her can improve her skills. So make the most of it and start questioning right away. You can ask for more information. Asking questions will not diminish the judge's impression of you. But be careful when you present. If you present the wrong exhibit, the judge's impression of you may worsen. Instead of immediately pointing out contradictions, it's better to ask for more information. Okay, leave it to me. Oh. When the keyword is clicked, the witness's full original testimony is displayed. What? Oh. When that same testimony is clicked again, a cross-examination of that statement will be initiated. After identifying a testimony that contradicts the evidence, first click the corresponding keyword to activate the statement. I am so confused right now. Find the contradictory evidence, click present to expose the witness's flaws and advance the story. The game ends if your HP is depleted. Save often, and there's an autosave feature. Keep challenging yourself by saving like a pussy. Okay. Well, it says save often, so that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Hold it!
Hit the corner of the altar table on the first floor. Is it really just a coincidence? It's hard to believe the victim's blood was found on the table corner and matching injuries were found on the skull. The fresh damage marks on the corner perfectly matched the impact of the victim's fall. Considering the scene, the police could only come to this singular conclusion. According to the traces, there's little doubt about the cause of death. If it wasn't Plum, then who could it be?
Hold it!
Oh my gosh. After the defendant entered, did anyone else enter the area? No, except for the police who came to handle the case. The defendant was the last person to enter Zone B that day. I want to confirm, are there any other entrances or exits to Zone B? Or is it possible to climb over the wall with tools? If such a person exists, they'd have to stealthily evade the surveillance cameras outside the community, then climb over the 3-meter wall fence without triggering any motion sensors or touching any high voltage wires, and hack all the closed circuit surveillance cameras in Zone B to completely erase their presence from the footage. Such a person would probably have to be a world-class renowned special agent. Do you really think such a person was there? Solid Snake? The guy from Splinter Cell who I forgot because I never played Splinter Cell? Or, I never heard of it until I watched Death Battle. Of course not. I was just asking out of caution. So someone entering or leaving this area would definitely be seen by witnesses.
Hold it!
So this scene was already the same as the picture when the police arrested the defendant? Yes. We acted very cautiously. Aside from taking the defendant, everything at the scene remained as was. If you have any question, please ask me. Well, that's one typo, but this is a Chinese game. So, it's acceptable, I guess. I do have one. If everything is as she says, would the state of the victim at death really look like that? Once I figured it out, present the exhibit to the statement. Huh.
Hold it!
Did I do this already? Oh no, I already did. Oops. You know, if only there was like a ticked option. Like, what is this?
Hold it!
So you only found out about the murder after the police arrived, is that correct? Yes, because it was a viewer of the victim's livestream who called the police, and I don't watch these kinds of streams. I did my best to ensure all security protocols were followed, but I still couldn't prevent the incident from happening. Wait a minute, you said that you don't watch those kinds of streams, but that means that you do watch streams, just not these ones. Speaking of streams, I may or may not be streaming every Tuesday. Team Fortress 2. Now that I only cooperate with the police to bring the murderer, I can only cooperate with the police to bring the murderer to justice. Feels like her gaze could burn through the defendant's seat.
Hold it!
The defendant admitted it herself? Yeah, she said she was entangled and unable to move. We questioned her directly. You're really making this hard. I hate you. Wow! I did push something down as soon as I entered the door. But since that outfit was inconvenient, it was hard to confirm what I pushed. She said the same thing on site. Can you bring some help instead of causing trouble? The video served as the basis of for the police response and matched the defendant's own testimony. We originally suspected that the extensive coverage of the clothing might indicate the possibility of someone impersonating. However, the defendant immediately identified herself on the screen, which helped the police greatly. Which greatly challenged me as well.
Hold it!
External stairs? Wasn't there an entrance on the first floor? It's a bit complicated. Besides, it's not really the focus of the case. Simply put, due to years of negligence, the door on the first floor was rusted shut, so we had to enter through the second floor. That's why we immediately found the defendant on the second floor when we entered. And the defendant, what was her condition at the time? She was entangled on the staircase railing by her bizarre outfit in a rather eerie state, unable to move. The police took a while to rescue her and almost alerted the fire department. Plum! Look at what trouble you caused! No wonder she was a former detective. Her testimony was very professional and her logic is very clear. It's not a bad thing. As a rookie lawyer asking questions for the first time, your performance is not bad either. Thanks, but could there really be loopholes in such a testimony? If you're really clueless, you could try questioning each sentence to gather info. Maybe you'll get some hints. After finding the suspicious statement, click the exhibit button and present the exhibit which contradicts it. Got it. Let's resume questioning.
Objection!
Am I correct? Officer Falcon, may I ask a question? Please, go ahead. Do you believe the defendant, who admitted to the pushing, is the sole suspect since no one tampered with the scene afterward? Yes, the defendant's condition prevented her from tampering with the scene after all. Then there's something strange. Please, take a look at this photograph. The police's inference is that the victim was pushed from the second floor, hit the altar table, and died. But given the position of the body and the altar table in the photo, it's impossible, right? The body fell on the right, while the bloodstain was on the left of the altar table. They were in totally different sides. What was that? As just one floor's height, I don't think the body could have hit the altar table hard enough to change its angle completely. Are you sure about that? Well done, Luna. Very keen observation. Besides that, there's another conspicuous issue in this photo worth discussing. Anything else? The blood around the body is minimal. Is this what you expect from someone who fractured their skull on a table corner? Indeed, this is much less blood than I've seen in other fall scenes. I don't think Officer Falcon and the police were I don't think they would deliberately tamper with the scene. Could it be that someone deliberately manipulated the scene before the police arrived? That is indeed hard to rule out. Order! Order! After hearing the defense's argument, I also find this scene photo very sussy. Could it be...
Objection!
Shut the hell up. Thank you. Okay, fine, I'll click. Prosecutor Hush, do you have an opinion? Have you considered keeping it to yourself? Your Honor and Officer Falcon, I haven't caught up with your thinking. Could you please help me refute it? Help him find a new job, man. If so, why did you shout objection? Since Prosecutor Hush requested it, I'll provide some explanations. I acknowledge the contradiction raised by the defense, but that doesn't undermine the conclusion reached by the police. It kinda does. Besides, it only means that the body's shift in direction relative to the altar table. That the body's shift in direction relative to the altar table happened before the police arrived. This does not change the conclusion that the defendant was the only person present at the scene. But the defendant was entangled in the staircase railing and didn't have the ability to tamper with the scene. Whether the defendant was entangled in the staircase railing before the victim's death is something we cannot prove. After all, the live stream was cut off immediately after being reported by netizens. We'll see about that. She could have tampered with the scene on the first floor before returning to the second floor. What? Isn't that a bit far-fetched? She was wearing that kind of costume. But it's not entirely impossible. Calm down and listen carefully. Also, given the victim's limited fall height, there is also the possibility that he survived for a short time after the fall. What if the victim moved the altar table after he fell. During the victim's struggle, he accidentally moved the table. The movement was minor, so no significant traces were left. Oh, I understand now. For example, after the victim fell, he struggled and kicked out with his right foot, delivering a perfect spinning kick. Why? The altar table was kicked and spun around. That's how it went. What do you think? While your description is somewhat weird, this possibility cannot be denied. So, this is actually possible? Don't just accept that absurd reasoning so easily, okay? Though reluctant to admit, Officer Falcon's explanation does make sense. The inconsistency in the photo of the scene isn't sufficient to entirely overturn the suspicion of the defendant. But your efforts at least have created a slight crack in her seemingly solid chain of logic. If the defendant is truly innocent, following this crack will eventually tear apart the previous conclusions. Okay, I see. Well then, as my duty demands, I will now provide stronger testimony to prove that the defendant must be the murderer. What did she do to you? The next round of testimony is coming. Regarding the point that the defendant is the only possible suspect, please allow me to continue my testimony. I see. Please, go ahead. The house where the incident occurred has a unique layout. The first floor door is totally sealed. Only the door up is inaccessible. And the lock on the second floor is faulty. Once closed, it'll lock itself at once, and you have to use a key to enter or exit. There are 2 keys on the second floor. To the second floor. At the time of the incident, one was held by the victim, the other by the defendant. When we broke into the house, both keys were securely attached to the holders, with no signs of them being taken away. And on the day of the incident, no one else could hear the scene except the victim and the defendant. In conclusion, the defendant, Plum Swift, is the only suspect. That's all. What kind of terrible lock is this? Surely befitting a murder house? And the police examined the doors and windows at the scene and found no evidence of forced entry or tampering with the locks. But then, our client has made more sus. Officer Falcon, I have a request. Please, shut the hell up. Can the lock of the murder house be submitted as evidence in the court? I just want to have a look at... want to accept it as evidence. Are you only here for fun? Maybe. I mean, if I was old as shit, took the bar exam, passed, and could practice law, why the hell not? Sure, I have something to lose, but at the same time, you gotta admit, if you had that chance, if you had that shot, would you take it? I would. No problem. For further investigation, the police have removed it. Okay, the house can only be accessed from the second floor. Lock, second floor, for closure requires a key to unlock. No signs of lock picking. Let me try. Ha! It's literally stuck once locked. It seems we'll have to use the key to open it. The murder house truly lives up to its reputation. Reputation? A murder house? Not a good reputation, but hey, as long as it gets that Nuke's top 5 spot. But would anyone take over such a house? That's not my concern. It should be. I would have wanted even if it were free. I couldn't agree more. I better focus on how to break down Officer Falcon's testimony. Your Honor, may the defense start questioning now? No problem. You may proceed. What, we can move it? Oh, no.
Hold it!
Oh my gosh. What do you mean by securely attached to the holders? Miss Ray, you know something about keyrings, right? Ah, yes! They're metal rings, often adorned with various ornaments. I want the thumbnail material. Respectfully. Totally not for other reasons. That's right. The police conducted technical examinations on the keyring for both the defendant and the victim. Do you have... Wait, is that an apron? Just noticed. What, like the maids? Both showed no signs of being forcibly damaged. Besides, the victim was found lying on his back, and his keyring was completely pressed under his body. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Okay. As for the defendant, due to her peculiar state, her key was rolled up with the mascot costume on the railing. Even if there were other people at the scene, they would have been able to obtain the keys from either of them. Considering the condition of the second floor lock, one must use the key to leave the house. So even if there were a third party at the scene, he would have been locked inside by the time the police broke in. Exactly. So this murder house has truly become a locked room. What the hell does this mean? House has a layout. Okay.
Hold it!
Has the door on the first floor always been sealed off? Yes. The police investigated and ruled out the possibility of the locked room being staged during the incident. The lock on the first floor was damaged by natural rust, a result of long-term neglect and lack of maintenance. How about the windows? Are there any other ways to enter or exit the house without using a door? Nope. Despite its outward appearance as a Chinese-style villa with wooden windows, it is meticulously designed for safety, with stainless steel linings and explosion-proof glass all on the windows. Why is it explosion-proof? On the day of the incident, all the windows were double-locked from the inside and outside and couldn't be opened. Could this really be considered livable? It's more like the locked room that even ghosts can't escape from. I don't know, man. Which one did I do? Okay. My ADHD and autism. No. You're making me forget basic things. Okay. So only the victim and the defendant could enter basement 2? B2? Yes, as the security guard of the community, I would never violate the regulations and allow unregistered visitors to enter. You are so sure that I don't know how to continue Wait, what? You are so sure that I don't know how to continue questioning. If you can't refute the opponent with words, consider reviewing the exhibit instead. Okay.
Hold it!
Why on earth is that? It would take a lot of time to explain it thoroughly. So I'll only state the conclusion. It's been confirmed by the police that the malfunction was not due to human intervention. It's speculated that some parts of the lock has aged, which coincidentally led to this effect. I see. The face she makes at what's her name again? Plum Swift. Yes, I'm bad with names. Yes, that's also my Discord name. So by the way, the lock on the second floor has been like this long before the incident. Which brand is this lock anyway? I will never buy it. Me neither.
Hold it!
Officer Falcon, it's not time to reach a conclusion yet. I was simply presenting the outcome based on various facts. If you want to refute me, you should show some convincing evidence. Yeah. Relying solely on words won't convince anyone. Duly noted.
Hold it!
First of all, where did one of the keys end up with the defendant? You! Why are you so happy? Wow, the key was sent to me by Shivery Camel himself! Because I was going to visit him and collect materials! Seriously, what? Why are you so cheery about that? That doesn't make any sense at all! Forget it. I better not delve into her matter for now. If there's a chance for a recess later, I'll thoroughly clarify the matter about the key with her. And there are only 2 keys. Since the lock is damaged, why not replace it with a new one? It involves complex cost attribution issues, so I'll just state the conclusion. It's impossible to make any renovations to the facilities of B2 until the next owner takes place. It also means there are only 2 keys for B2, both of which were applied for by the victim. Isn't this a high-end community? Why so stingy?
Hold it! Objection! Objection! Objection!
Officer Falcon, you've been following the procedures diligently as you said. But there's something you overlooked. For example, this registration form. Heh. Gotcha. I don't follow, Miss Ray. According to the records on the form, there's a person named Bamboo Deer who had entered the community. Bamboo Deer. And this person left the community just after the incident. In that case, the police cannot rule out the possibility that he entered the scene to commit the crime, right? This is gonna be perfect for something, I can tell. So that's what you're questioning. Based on the current evidence, this person couldn't be the suspect, so I didn't mention it in my testimony. Specifically, why do you think this person couldn't be the suspect? Simple. Timing. Let's review the content of the livestream. The moment the viewers witnessed the defendant pushing the victim off was at 4:57, and the visitor left the community at 4:56. Nah. It seems you get it. Yes, these two events occurred almost simultaneously. So if he would have had no time to be involved in the case? I don't know either. Listen to that shred! Or maybe the volume's too soft, I don't know. Put it up, it's worth it. Exactly, and there is no third key for him to use. Still, only the defendant and the victim had the opportunity to enter B2. Whoops. Moreover, let's say this person did enter B2. So what? The video had completely revealed the moment the defendant committed the crime, a fact that cannot be erased by any interference. Is that so? Calm down and think carefully. If your assertion is that the defendant is completely innocent in this case, then the incident of the defendant causing the death of the victim must never have happened, right? This is a basic logic. Indeed, I haven't thought about it properly since the trial began. If Plum is truly innocent, then under what circumstances would these pieces of evidence have been left behind? When she entered the murder house wearing the mascot costume, who did she push down? What happened inside the house before she arrived? If I want to refute the police's complete chain of evidence, I must have my own assertion. Defense, you've been quiet for quite a long time. Also, I have some doubts about Bamboo Deer. We don't have to discuss this person for now based on the evidence provided by the police.
Objection!
Why? Stop slamming the goddamn table. Do you have anything to gain out of it? Hold on. Please. The defense wants to present a new possibility to refute the police's claim. Just in case. Oh, really? Go ahead. Again? The new assertion of our side is... the victim in the video... yes, okay. So we've been trapped in a fixed mindset. Why did this live stream Why did this live stream video necessarily capture the exact moment of the crime? Let's consider a possibility. Pine Camel was already dead, and it was his body that fell. Again, fucking hell, man. Stop slamming the goddamn table. Like, it's not that serious. Okay, it might be a bit serious, but come on. At least wait till case 2. Okay? Then even if the defendant admitted that she pushed down the victim, it wouldn't constitute murder, right? Are you saying the victim fell twice? Yeah. No, Miss Lawyer. Your speculation is solely based on your own argumentation. It remains within the realm of imagination. Based on the traces at the scene, the most reasonable inference is that the victim fell only once. But, it seems you can't prove the victim fell once, right? Thank you for expressing your opinion. Please don't do it again. Yes, as Prosecutor Hush said, due to the same environment, height, and posture of falling, it would be difficult for the forensic experts to determine whether the victim fell once or twice. But the livestream video clearly captures the moment when the defendant pushed down the victim. I don't think there's a possibility of the victim falling twice.
Objection!
No! We believe the video contains a blind spot that we hadn't noticed before. It reveals a new possibility. Then please, the defense, where is this blind spot? It seems I had to select the right picture in the photo. Wait, what? Pick the right photo, yeah. Please look here. This part of the video reveals another possibility in this case.
That's it!
I really hope it is. Here! Reaching far across these new frontiers. At the moment the victim fell to the ground, there happened to be a screen in the scene blocking the view. You're right. Okay. We can't be sure whether the victim fell onto the altar table in this fall. Order! Order! The position of the screen indeed obscured the view of the victim's fall. However, Miss Ray, even if the video isn't clear enough, your assertion still has fatal contradictions. Really? The video contains more than the defendant pushing the victim down. Just a moment before this chivalry camel in Spook Shack had appeared on camera. If this live streamer was dead before the defendant entered, how do you explain this footage? That's a problem. Let me think. To make your assertion fully credible, the inference here is crucial. Think it through before answering. Got it. Okay, got it. Everyone, Shivery Camel still appeared on camera in this livestream footage because... He was disguised by another person? Actually, it's quite simple. The body could have been hidden somewhere that was covered up by the upper part of the screen and not captured on camera. So the person on camera must have been someone else disguised as the victim during the live stream. Huh? As you can see, the live environment was dim. Furthermore, the stream was abruptly interrupted due to the murder case and only lasted for a short time. If it was just a brief disguise, it would go unnoticed. That makes sense. And as we just found out, the person named Bamboo Deer had the opportunity to enter the scene. Suppose Bamboo Deer killed the victim earlier, and then disguised as the victim for this live stream. Then the defendant wouldn't be the only suspect. Officer Falcon, what do you think of the defense's reasoning? Well, for the sake of prudence, I can't rule out the possibility. Since you both agree with my claim, our side hereby formally requests to summon Bamboo Deer as a witness to testify in court. What? This visitor did come to the community on the day of the incident. I saw it with my own eyes and the police have investigated it. But it's impossible for someone like that to be disguised as the victim.
Objection!
Good. I must seize the opportunity to counterattack. Officer Falcon, listen! Our side has repeatedly revealed key details affecting the case during questioning. Perhaps the defendant's eccentric personality and odd behavior are really troubling. But under the impression that she's annoying, you inadvertently overlook many facts favorable to her. Are you saying that my personal emotions cloud my judgment? Yes. Your testimony was logically sound and... yes, I have to admit, your testimony was logically sound and your emotions were well controlled, but you were still influenced by preconceived impressions showing a tendency to convict the defendant. Why was she wagging her finger? Bamboo Deer clearly had the opportunity to commit murder, yet you deliberately ignored it. If you continue, you will only present the testimony unfavorable to the defendants, right? Correct. Please don't insist that it's impossible. Such biased remarks are inappropriate. Let's summon that guy. What's wrong with Officer Falcon? Maybe you hurt her detective's pride by saying it too frankly. If it were any other prosecutor, they would have objected and stopped you, but in this case, well. No! How could I make such a biased statement? This place is indeed not suitable for me anymore. I'm leaving now. I'm going to the market to buy groceries. Okay. Hold on! Where are you going? To get groceries. Weren't you listening? Officer Falcon! Officer Falcon! How is Officer Falcon? Officer Falcon ran so fast the bailiffs couldn't catch up. She probably felt that her professional integrity was lacking and went for self-reflection. Just let her cool off for a while, and it should be fine, I hope. She's still got the detective skills, staying true to her past. do? Who can help summon the witness? Huh? Oh, the defense is talking about Bamboo Deer, right? It seems the person should be summoned. Actually, I'm also curious to see how this person was disguised as the victim. Are you here for fun? Okay, since both sides agree, it's up to the prosecution to summon the witness named Bamboo Deer to the stand. This witness should still be at work now. Luckily, the location isn't far from the court. I think 20 minutes. That should be enough. Alright. I declare the trial is in recess for 20 minutes. Prosecutor Hush, please go through the necessary procedures. Yes, I won't forget this time. Okay, I know how old me would have just blitzed through the whole first case or something, but I've changed, okay? I got a full-time job and I got a sleep schedule to manage. Sorry, guys. If I'm late for my submissions and deadlines, let's just say a few constructions will be delayed. So I can't have that happening. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. I use those trains in questions. Anyway, enough about that. How is the game? I mean, it's pretty cool. I haven't gone into the questioning parts, like the investigation parts. I haven't met a lot of the characters. It was just Charlie, Plum, Luna. I don't think we'll see Hush after this. So it's pretty basic. It's just an introduction for you to get used to the mechanics. Though I feel like I prefer the structure of being introduced to the world, then to the mechanics first. But at the same time, I do believe that it might be better for this. Though I believe it would have been a good mix would be to introduce the world while introducing minor game mechanics, and then introduce those minor mechanics, and then like build up to the court cases, which has the major game mechanics. So kind of like that one game called Tyrion Cuthbert's Attorney of the Arcane, if you guys heard of it. Yeah, I believe that game had like a healthy mix of, for the introduction, I mean, of introducing the world and at the same time gameplay mechanics. But this does create a certain level of excitement to keep players more engaged. So I do understand this approach. And who knows, maybe it intrigues people to carry on playing, which is what I'm gonna do. Later, it sucks to actually be employed. I mean, I'm grateful I'm employed, it's just tiring. Yep, growing up sucks. Who could have known? Not me 10 years ago. Ah, whatever. That's past. Anyway. Ah man, I feel myself getting so much weaker. I need to hit the gym more, or something. Anyway, I'll try to finish the case by the next video. I really hope I can. I think I should. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Trials of Innocence. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.